officiated at the wedding?
Oh, he sure did. And made quite an impression, too, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. Who'd he bring?
Well, actually, he was alone. I mean, I think that's what kind of fueled all the talk about, you know, you and him maybe being, what's the term? Down low.
Oh, whatever. You know, I'm sure he wanted me to be his date, but I tell my staff never to put his calls through. Poor guy, I bet he was morose all night, right?
Well, he sure seemed bound and determined not to let your snub get to him.
In what way?
Well, I mean, he just danced up a storm at the reception.
Oh, with whom?
Well, with Vicky, for one.
And how is this bond that you and I share supposed to help me?
Oh, Vicky, where to start? Well, I guess the first thing we should probably do is work on your flow.
Oh, God, not my flow.
It's a very simple three-step process. Step one, unclog.
David, I am not getting naked with you.
Oh, you don't have to get naked for this, but it does help.
No.
You see that? You've got Dorian all up inside your head. She's getting to you. Now, it's not to be faulted. Happens to the best of us.
What is this, us?
Why do you think I haven't told Dorian that I'm here in the first place? I don't need that kind of stress, and neither do you. I'm telling you, you need to let me help you achieve serenity.
Is this going to hurt?
Oh, so good.
Oh, David and Vicky dancing together. There's a pretty sight. Oh, yeah. You know, there has been this really irritating bond between the two of them over the years. And then I figured it out. Yes, they were only doing it to get at me. Oh, they just love to get under my skin.
Well, I think there's a little bit more to it than that.
Like what? Their mutual love of skincare products and hard-hitting reportage? Charlie, I know you love Vicky, but she's got a mean streak in her. In fact, I wouldn't put it past her to use what's happened to Langston against me and smear it all over the banner. I'm going over there and warn her that she better not do anything of the sort.
What happened?
Todd.
Oh, nice. So I think I may have scored some points with Marty. She's starting to have doubts about my guilt.
How'd you make that happen?
I told her about our Hannah suspicions.
I already told her that at the bail hearing.
Then we're getting through to her.
Dad, I don't think we have time to keep working on Marty.
That's why I'm focusing on Hannah. I tried to worm a confession out of her the other day, but she wouldn't bite. I did get some good stuff, though.
Like what?
Well, I think she may have been the one to bash that TA's brains in.
So walk me through it. How does your bloody shoe print wind up in Ford's room when you said you never went back to the apartment?
Because I did go back. I did. I told you Chris and Layla left me at the Buenos Dias. I kept thinking about what Ford and Langston did to me, and I couldn't stand it. So when I get there, the front door's unlocked, right? I let myself in. I go back into Ford's room. Get up! Get up, you son of a bitch! But I could see that he was in bed, so I shook him. Come on! I told him to get up, but he didn't move. And that's when I felt it, all of this wet stuff all over my hands. So I turn on the lights, and there's just blood everywhere, all over my hands, on the floor, on the wall, on the bed, and all over Ford.
Then what'd you do, Marco? Come on, come this far.
I panicked, all right? I panicked, and I ran all the way back to the diner. I washed my hands. I threw out my shoes. It was stupid, but... And then the next day, I went to the hospital to get my hand fixed up, right? And they bring in Ford, alive. I mean, I had no idea. If I had known, I thought he had to be dead. He had to be dead, but if I had known that he was alive, I wouldn't have left him there, not for a second. But I didn't say anything because I knew that everybody would think that I was the one who did it. But I didn't do it. I swear to you, I didn't do it. This whole thing is just, it's a big misunderstanding. And this new evidence proves that I'm innocent now, doesn't it, right?
Taking deep breaths in And out. And in. And How do you feel? Talk to me, are you okay?
Don't stop.
Yes, Highness. In.
Oh, God, David. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, David.
Oh, David.
What about Todd? What do you do?
He got to your mom.
What?
No.
Did he hurt her? Is she
No,
okay?
She's fine. It's her head. He's getting to her head.
How? Just tell me what happened, okay?
Now, she thinks I'm the one who made her lose her baby and hurt Ford.
What?
Cole, you don't believe that, do you?
Thornhart, time for your phone call. Now?
Hannah's the one who attacked Ford?
Well, I don't have proof yet, but
Well, how'd you even get that idea?
research. The more I find out about this Hannah chick, the more I think she's capable of. Marty.
I spoke with Hannah.
Yeah, Ed?
She's terrified of you.
No, who isn't? But she's got good reason to be. She knows I'm onto her. So are you now, right?
Goodbye, Todd.
Marty's getting wise, finally.
That's good, but we still need evidence to prove that Hannah's lying about seeing you push Marty.
What we really need is someone who's seen her crazy streak up close, who can discredit her.
Someone like Robert Ford.
That nurse made it sound like you're lucky to be alive. I shouldn't be surprised that you survived getting your ass kicked again. Fords have tough schools. That's how I know you're gonna come out of this. You've got to. You should have seen what a fool I made of myself in that park over there, trying to work up the nerve to come in here and see you. There was this girl, and I hit on her, and I totally crash and burn. And I need you to tell me where I went wrong.
So can I go now? Because you have that new evidence now, and you know that somebody got to Ford before I got there.
She ready? Good, we're on our way.
Is you ready, Taya?
Come on. I'm gonna see someone else who can help us with the Ford case.
Man, I messed up. I messed up bad. The only person I can tell is you. And it's only because you can't hear me. So, and the thing is,
While you were in lockup, did you have a chance to think about who went after Ford since you didn't?
Well, I figure it could have been anyone. I mean, a guy like Ford probably has a ton of enemies.
Yeah. Well, I'm just having to come in and confess.
Who?